taking us through what portfolio is, how to get one, and in a few minutes also, Omola will be telling us how to use whatever it is that you have prepared here to then best position yourself to land the job that you want to land. So let's go straight into it. So you can see my first slide. Interesting. You see the question: if you want to hire me, my CV is enough, right? So this is somebody that is very confident that why are you asking me for something else? But I think we can all confirm that most of the job, especially tech job that you will get, they will ask you for a link, right? So they might not specifically say portfolio link. And that's where some of us get confused, like what are they asking for? And some people will be generous enough to have their Instagram link where they are not doing anything professional on their Instagram. I'm not saying you can't put your Instagram link, but if your Instagram link does not position you to get the job, does not stand as a proof that you can do the job, I don't see any reason why you are putting that link, except they specifically ask for social media link. So your CV is not enough, especially if they are asking you to share your work with them. So let's just go straight into what we have. So this is the outline. We'll talk about what a portfolio is, right? We'll talk about the components of a portfolio. What should you have in your portfolio? The do's of creating a portfolio, and then we'll see common jobs that actually require a portfolio, and then the tools or platform where you can create a portfolio. And then I'll just do a very short demo because of our time, because people joined it, so we're already backward when it comes to time. So let's go straight into it. What is a portfolio? A portfolio is a collection of, you see those points that are actually marked here or that are underlined here, materials that showcase your work experience and skills to potential clients and employers. So what this means is your evidence, something that shows that you can actually do the work. You will notice that it says showcases your work experience, and then also it is targeting a particular audience, which is your employers or the clients or whoever it is that you are pitching yourself to or you're trying to apply a job from. Another definition is that it is a collection of your best work samples that can illustrate your skills and expertise in a particular domain. So I'm a data analyst, right? My portfolio should contain works that can best describe me as a good data analyst. Cecilia's portfolio as a product designer should contain works that once I open the portfolio link and I scroll through our works, right, I should be able to see project that says that, oh, Cecilia can actually create a landing page. Oh, she can create a sign-up page. Oh, she can create this and she can create that. So just collection of what your best work. That means you are presenting your best out there. So you don't want to put work that you did when in coach, you were still maybe a classwork you did in class while taking the training, and even your teacher did not comment or your trainer did not comment on the classwork, or that is not the best thing that you can do, right? So you don't want to put that out there. So you put something that you have redefined, edited, and is good looking to present yourself as somebody that knows, that has knowledge in that field. Another one is you can say that a portfolio is a dictative resume, so that introduces your work to the world. So anybody that sees your portfolio, they know what you do. So if you send me a link now and I check the link, I should be able to imagine in my head that this is who you are. So you are not there, but your portfolio is what is preaching the gospel or describing you to people wherever it is that they see the link from, right? So that is what your portfolio is. So having that understanding that your portfolio represents you in that light, what then should you put in that portfolio for you to be able to present yourself very well? Now, there are different components in a portfolio. You will have seen some portfolios that they don't contain all the 7 things I will mention, but some contain all. But I'll tell you those ones that are actually the very key thing you should put in your portfolio website now, right? Your portfolio can just be a collection of all the projects, but a portfolio website should have some other things which are the things I'm going to talk about now. The first most important thing is your project. You don't say you are sending me a link to your portfolio website, and I get to the website and I'm just saying you about me, contact me, and then I'm seeing your education. And that's also equivalent to you just sending me your CV. Do we get it now? So you should put your project is the most important thing. Other things you will have them, but your project should be the most important thing that people actually want to see, but they want to see the other things as well. So project, I said project here, right? Project is also synonymous to experience for people that don't have working experience. I hope you are following me now. So if you don't have a working experience before, your project can fit into that position of what's it called now? Your experience. So you have a project experience, some other people have industry experience or a working experience. So you're about you also. Now it's also okay to give your something like called career summary also. This is who I am. I have this background in this, blah, 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 blah. I do this, I do that, and all of that. But don't put things that are also not relevant to them hiring you. Also, you have your skills. So you should highlight your skills. Sometimes you may think that, okay, my project is there, so they know what I can do. But specifically saying the skills you have, the tools you use can actually help the employers to know that, okay, this person actually knows the nitty gritty of this particular job also. So the next thing is your education. What education background you have? It should be in your portfolio website as well. Then another important thing is your testimonials. Now, a lot of people will say, how do I get testimonials if I've not worked for anybody before? If all I have is project, right? So there are different ways. This is not compulsory actually, but if you have, you can put. But there are also different ways to get testimonials. Let me use Cecilia for as an example again. I hope you are following me. I hope you can hear me because I'm sharing my screen full screen, so I can't see anybody. So if you can hear me, just put a thumbs up or whatever, so that I know you can hear me. So yeah, so I'll use Cecilia as an example to talk about testimonials as well. Now, most of the works that she does, right, when she was in her 21 days challenge, right, she'll post them on LinkedIn, and then people will comment. Our friends that took the training with her, myself, Omolola, any other person that sees it on social media, I mean on LinkedIn now, they will drop a comment, oh, this work is good. She herself will request that people should add comment for her. Now that can serve as a testimonial for her as at that time because she has not worked with anybody at that point. So what she can do is look for comments that says something good about the work that she has done. Oh, I love this design. It looks so clean. I like the way you arrange your navigation bars. I like the way your buttons are floating, whatever. If you see something like that, screenshot it. That's testimonial. Are we getting it now? So it's not anything stressful at all. So don't say that you don't have testimonials to put, right? So aside that, another important thing is your portraits. I'm using the word portrait because I don't want you to be putting a standing picture of yourself on your portfolio website. Put a portrait picture. You know what they call you see a lot of that on LinkedIn where people have that picture, headshots. They call it headshots sometimes. Put something like that so that you put a face to the whole thing that you have described that you can do. So get a shot, a simple, instead of doing a birthday shoot that you will post, bang your head, just do what that the head will straight a bit and look professional and hide that. So that's what is not in this particular slide, but it's also very important. Now, before we move on, I will talk about how to get project because a lot of people be thinking now that you're talking about project. How do I want to get projects if nobody has employed me? So I want to be sure that everybody is following me. So I would like to join the meeting also on my phone so that I follow myself too. Yeah. So you would think, okay, nobody has employed me. So how then do I want to um get projects that I want to present as my experience? I will show you or I will tell you how now. Okay. Yeah, I just want to position that so that I know that we are together. So how do you get projects? I have a colleague, right? she wanted to build an experience in machine learning. Then she went to Upwork, and on Upwork, she will look for projects that she cannot do. Do you understand? So she will look for what the client is requesting for, copy it, research how to do it. And what she's done, she'll put it on her website or her portfolio link that she's using. Do you get? So that's one way to get project. Another way is to imagine project. Imagine a problem and solve it. You're a product designer. You can imagine that, oh, I want to create a website for a restaurant around my environment, right? So that's, you're using your imagination to create projects. You have created a problem, you have solved it. Are we following me now? Another way that you can get projects is to volunteer and work for people on a particular project. I hope we are following now. So you can join somebody. I have a link, I have a group that a Google group that I belonged for Django, right? When I was learning Django, I will see a lot of people send me to that mail group and say, I need somebody to join me on this project I'm working on. This may be paid, it may not be paid. So volunteering is another way to get your hands on experience when it comes to projects. So I hope that is also clear enough. So don't sit and say, I'm waiting for somebody to employ me before I get experience or hands-on experience on projects. So I hope that is clear. So I haven't said that. I said I was going to talk about the do's and don'ts when it comes to what's it called now? When it comes to your portfolio. So now the do's of your portfolio, you don't want to put all your, how will I put it now? Don't put all your work to the extent that by the time they choose to employ you, you then don't have any other thing to show. Do you get it? So we said put your best work, but don't put all your work to the point that they will now be looking for what's it called now? They'll say, okay, is there any other thing you can do? And then you'll be like, okay, that's everything I can do that I put there. Why are you guys still asking me for something else that I can do? So don't put all your works, and then don't put all your best work. So the way they play card, right? Reserve some that you know that if they ask you for more, you say, okay, I can also do this, I can also do this. But just put good enough project that will make them to call you, but not all your entire project. So that's another one that you want to take note. Also, let's talk about the common jobs that require what's it called? Portfolio. Now, the truth is, a lot of people will think my career path, I don't, as a technical writer, how do I want to create a portfolio? Why do I want to actually create a portfolio? But the truth is, you can actually create one regardless of your, that's what I believe, right? Even though there are some career that they don't actually ask you to send your portfolio, but it's very professional if on your LinkedIn page you also have a link to your, what's it called, to your portfolio there, and people are like, okay, nobody is asking, but okay, this looks cool, let's check what this person has. Do you understand me? So a common work or jobs that they will ask you for a portfolio are something like product design, things that are really techie, web development, all of those other ones like data science. They will ask you, you understand? Technical writer, they will actually ask you because they want to see what you've written before. In fact, any work that you imagine that they want to know what you've done before, right? I think things that they may not ask me, maybe customer service, but can you still create a portfolio to be as a customer service representative? I think you can still do that because you just, in simple English, a portfolio just narrates what you can do or shows evidence of what you can do. So if I'm a customer service representative, I can still create a portfolio. I'm a virtual assistant and say, okay, something with this with this client in Kenya. You were technical support for this client in Kenya, and then you highlight what you did, blah, 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 evidence of what you did, the tools you use. You understand? Since portfolio shows skills, shows tools and all of that, so you can still do that. But most time, there are some jobs that they will just require you to present a portfolio, and those are the ones that those jobs that are really techie front-end developer. You don't want to be I've for my friend Lola, I was trying to interview some guys for her some times ago, and then the person says the person can do React. Okay, or even though they've not worked before. Do you understand? I said, okay, what is the evidence? That was the question I asked. What is the evidence that you can actually that you know React? And the guy said, oh, more. So I was actually laughing, like, okay, nice response. What you heard is almost. What is the evidence? What can I see? Where is your portfolio? But another guy straight away sent his GitHub link where his projects are and all of those stuff. So let's talk about tools. There are different tools out there that are free that you can use, right? I want Cecilia to drop the one she uses, or she uses because she's still using it, in the comment section. Which tool did you use to build your portfolio? You can drop it for us. Thank you. And then I'll mention some other ones, the ones that you will not even believe, like Canva. We know we can use Canva to build a portfolio. Let me minimize this screen. It's on full screen, and I'm not seeing myself. Come on, give me a minute. Yeah. So do we know that we can use Canva to actually build what's it called? To build a portfolio, to build a website. Let me just say to build a website, because some people can believe that. So we'll see example of how to use that. Okay, Kenny says she uses Behance. Okay, yeah. So do we have another person that have built portfolio before and you have used something? So today I will just show you how to use Adobe Portfolio, right? I wanted to show you how to use Canva, but the way the time is going, I want to give Omolola enough time to be able to talk about a part of the training, because it's very important for you. If you know how to build a portfolio, you should also know how to land a job with it. All right. I code my house. Yes, thank you, Oluwatosin. That's another option. Oluwatosin is actually a front-end developer, I think, or full stack developer, but I think she's front-end. Are you front-end or um which one? Oluwatosin, are you front-end or full stack developer? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I think her network is bad, but I think she's actually a front-end developer. So she's a front-end developer. You're a front-end developer. So she actually built her own portfolio by herself. See, another interesting. So I want you to, Cecilia, drop the link to your portfolio, and then Oluwatosin, drop the link to your portfolio as well in the comment section. So if there's an option to follow them, please follow them. And then you will see, I'm asking them to drop it because you will learn a thing or two from their portfolio and what they put out there for themselves. So another tool you can use is Canva, like I said. So the last part of my presentation is actually for us to just do a demo and create. So if you're a graphic designer, you know they will ask you for a portfolio. So don't be a graphic designer that does not have a portfolio. Don't be a web designer that does not have a portfolio. Don't be a photographer that does not have a portfolio. If I want to go to a studio, as simple as I want to see your social media page and see pictures that you have snapped before. Do we get? If you're a videographer, you should have video editor, you should have a writer, a technical writer, whatever type of writer that you have, you should have software developer, mobile developer, which other field, different fields that you could mention, you should have a portfolio. So let's go straight into seeing different tools, right? So let me see if I will just show you briefly how to use Canva, but we are not going to be staying on Canva. We'll go back to Adobe and use Adobe to create our portfolio for today, or we'll continue creating the one I've started. But let me just show you briefly how to use Canva, if Canva is what you have access to. But the two tools I want to show you, they are both free. Do we understand? So on Canva, if you have Canva account, even a free account can do this. So just search in your template, right? Search for website. So I'll search for website template. So I'm coming. Okay, I don't want it to bring it straight away like this. So let's go back to my home page. I'll go back to my home page. Home. To make it easy for me. Yeah. So let's see. website. Please let me know when I have 5 minutes more. Omolola, thank you. Um, the one we want to use. So Canva provides a lot of templates that you can use. So you see 20,000 example that you can use anyways. So let's see this one. This one looks kind of clean, but let's hope it's something that we are looking for, right? But I like this too. You see, desktop photo prototype. Blah, 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 blah. Let's try this. Let me see how it looks. So all I'm doing is just looking for a template and I'm using it. So customize this template. Hmm. Okay, this is not the one I want to use also. I want the one that has the website itself. Let's go back. Not the one that has the like desktop, whatever. Yeah, I don't want that. So give me a minute. You see all this, you can use all these actually. You see them. I hope I can open this in another tab. Oh, allow me to. I don't know. This update is not sometimes, I don't know. The navigation is not that cool. I'm looking for something that suits my purpose. Desktop, click type. Don't want desktop. Want to web. Mm, Let's just search for portfolio design instead, right? Okay, you can see the one I've created here before, right? And I actually published that. It's another one. I think I use this person's template, but regardless, let's just choose one that I want to use. Something that looks more professional. So you also look out for something that looks more professional when it comes um to your field. So for me, I'm just picking something at random right now. So I'm going to be using a portfolio template. Portfolio template in Canva already has most of the things sections that you want to use. So let's say I have this now. You can see all this link. You can actually link them to pages in Canva, right? So this is my portfolio. I'm an interior designer, right? So let me just say, let me edit my name here. Theresa, right? I can put a short about me. Let me duplicate this. I can remove this. I don't need it. So I have all these skills, education. So let's mention the things I said that we should have in our portfolio. So we have the skills, we have the education. Let's change this to project, or let's edit this to the project instead. Project. The only thing I'm showing you here, I won't edit most of the pages. Experience still work for project. Then contact. Your contact page, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, it's very important because how then do they want to contact you? So now let's just link this. So for project, let me see the page for project where they have portfolio presented by that and blah blah blah. So all you just have to do is to edit. So let's assume that this is my page for project. So I'll go back to where I have the navigation bar, right? And then I'll click on that project part, and then I will, you see this link? Yeah. So link, enter a link or search. Where do I want to link it to? So pages in this document. So I will locate that page that contains the portfolio. I think is this that page, but I'm not sure I'm correct. So yeah, so I'm linking that to this page. Done. So if I'm presenting this, or if I publish, because you can publish the website. If I publish this, you see, I've already added a navigation to that. Let me delete this also. Education, link this to education page. Link education. I can't really see, but I'm just assuming that those are the right pages. So then what you want to do after doing all your linking, editing your project, you put your own project here and all of that. Your skills, put your skills, all of those stuff. Put your soft skills and then your technical skills as well. So I'll go to share. I hope you can see my screen. This video is not blocking. So I'll go to share, and then in share, right? Just click on more or whatever. You will see where you have this that says website. So if I click on website, right, it will generate a link for me. You can see my link, right? And then if I click on publish website, I can then share that link. And I can also edit the link and remove unnecessary things like this that is saying designed by Clinical. I can write a name for it and say Theresa, but to tell me if it's available or not. Or let me just say portfolio. Portfolio. You understand? So link is available, and then I click on publish. That's it for Canva. If you have Canva is free, so I won't say if you have Canva. So let's go straight to the next one that I want to show us, which is the one for Adobe coming. So all you have to do is actually go to your browser, type portfolio.adobe.com. I hope you can still see my screen. Can we still see my screen? So whatever as a professional, just portfolio, it saves you a lot of stress. I have one that I was working on before, right? But let's just create new for the sake of this meeting. You can create up to 5 websites, you see, and I'm using the free version. So I think that's interesting. So one thing about this one is you will see templates of real website, right, that you can use. I hope we are seeing my screen. So you can use a full portfolio that contains everything that I said, right, on different pages, like the way you have websites. If you have visited Tosin's website, probably she will have contact in the navigation bar. When you click it, goes here. That's what they say portfolio. But there is one that just have that landing page, just one page portfolio, right? If you are able to create a one page portfolio that we have done before that 10 minutes, so that we'll join for the last session. So I am Theresa, your body. It's already highlighted my name because it has my name. So you can actually edit this text and write whatever it is that you want to have. So this will be my short bio for myself, right? I am a clinical, so just pardon my errors and whatever in this typing, and a freelance web developer, right? I am open to work on any project and to collaborate with startup as a whole and that ish. So let's say that's my own career summary. Please put your career summary. Yeah, you see a lot of errors. Yeah, so this is my own page now, right? the navigation bar. This is what I have, right? I have contacts, I have this, but you can add pages. So I'll click on pages by the left here. So when I click on pages, I'll see what I already have. Where it says work, right? I will just change. Let me edit that. If I click on this settings, so I hope we are following. If I click on these settings, I'll click on edit collection type. So I'll call that home instead of what was there before. Um, okay. So I've changed that to home. You see that it's already reflected here. So I have contact. I want to maintain contact, but let me add other pages. I want to also add um I want to also add a page. So there are different options to add pages. You can see them here, right? You can even link to some external pages, right? Which is different from like linking to somewhere in your document or so. So I'll click on page, custom page, and I'll call this my project, which is part of what I said we should add, right? And coming, I just want it to be by itself, not inside the home. So I will not make that my own page. I'll click on project, create. I'll click on create. Yeah, so this is the page I just created now, the project page, right? So how do you add things to the project page? So there you see different widgets here that can be used. Sorry, give me a minute, please. What is Yeah, can you still hear me, please? Yeah, sorry. So
Yes.
let's just go on. Yeah, thank you. So I will add different section of my work now. So let me go ahead and you see page container here. So you see different things that you can add. You can insert a video. Maybe as a product designer, you've already did a short video of your prototype, how you are one link to another and all of that, or maybe you're a content creator and then you've created a video, whatever it is, wherever it is that you have, you can add something there. So what I want to do is something that looks like normal project page that I've seen before. So I'll go to my download. I hope I have, I doubt I have the images I want to use here. Okay, so for the sake of this particular training, I'll just use random images. So these are images from my church. Please pardon my manners, but this is not the image you want to use. I thought I have them downloaded here. So I've just used, let me use these random images for a client, right? So this is assumed to be my, what's it called? It's assumed to be one of the projects I've worked on. So maybe a screenshot of a website that I built for somebody. So I'm building this portfolio as a clinical programmer and as a web developer. But it is best to actually, you will not be applying for the two jobs at the same time. So distinguish your separate that. That's what I want to say there. So let's just build this solely for a web developer. So I've added this image. You see the option for me to add something to the left or to the right. So I'll click on this right. I will add a text. So I'll let me just go to Lorem text and just copy. Mm, okay, so let's copy that. Okay. Sorry, I'll just copy the text I have before. I was trying to copy the text from that particular one, but I could not. So let me go to project and copy what I have here. Control C. All right, so I'll paste that here. All right, so I assume that this is the description of what I did on this project by the left, right? And then another thing I want to add is just to add a button that will link them to maybe a GitHub code if I'm a developer, right? Or the link to the website itself if it's a website that is live. So I want to add a button here, right? And in this button, when I click on this button, it link to external URL. It's a I actually built this website, so I will add um, gm.com. So that's the website, right? So I will edit the button. I will say the button text. I will say visit see more. Let's just say see more or something like that. Word dot dot. Right. So I have that. So if they click on this button, right, it will take them to that project. So this is the pattern I'm going to follow for the next few projects that I will create. So I'll just create one more and that will be it. But let's see, I've added project, I've added home page. I can rearrange this navigation. So let's go to manage pages, right? I don't want project to be the first thing. So I want to take home up and project and then contact. And then I will add other pages that I want to add as well. Let me minimize this. So create page. So which other page are we adding? We are adding skills. Skills. The target is navigation. Yeah, so you can edit that later, but let's just go on with the project page. I hope this tutorial is short enough. Yeah, so I'll add text first this time, right? I'll paste my text and then by the right, I hope it's looking a bit like a website that you're used to. So instead of you building something, can actually, yeah, so I will click add an image. So this is assumed to be another project that I worked on. So maybe I designed something for Oluwatosin. Sorry that I'm using your picture. So pattern that I'm following, right? Yeah, so you see that it's looking like a normal a bit. So if I click on that other button that I had at the other time, right? Maybe we should go to preview and see in preview. I've not launched the website yet, right? This is how it will look, right? Yeah, so I'll keep adding my project, adding my best projects, put a brief description of them, and then put a link to social platform like link. So this linked me to the person, I mean to the page that I created. So a client can see this and say, okay, she says she's a web developer. Let's see what she can do, right? And then they scroll through, and then they did all of those stuff. They decide to go to gallery, go to product, go to whatever. So you see that from my product page, they're able to come to, I said product page. From my portfolio, they're able to link to my project. So that's just the basic idea of a portfolio, and that's how to create one. So go ahead, use your there's whatever it is that you can do, get idea, project idea on platforms, on remote platform like Upwork, Contra, which are that freelancer.com. See idea of what clients are asking for, take on that work. You can give yourself a target of maybe in the next 7 days, I'll be doing one client work per day. You know, they are not paying you. You are the one that is solving the problem. So you're not even targeting them, but you're targeting your future audience. So I think Onola has a question, but I'm done with my presentation. So I don't know if she wants to ask the question because she's the next presenter, but you can go ahead and ask the question, please.
No, no, no. There's a comment in the chat box.
Okay, sorry, I was not reading. Oh, I'm rushing. Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm rushing because the time is just 1 hour. right? So we'll see what we can do about that. But actually, this thing is not it's not that hard, right? It's just like there's a template and you're customizing it. But like you said, I'll see what I can do about that. If we are able to create a tutorial on it, and then we'll drop the link on the Telegram group once we are done editing it. So thank you, John, for your comments, and sorry for rushing. The time is not our friend this morning, and I won't want us to delay or even overshoot our time. So thank you. So I hope at least you learn a thing or two. What should be your portfolio, and then different platform where you can create a portfolio, right, for free. And if you want to pay their platform, you can also pay. Another option is to build it by yourself, like Oluwatosin did. So if you have the skills to build, why not build? In fact, as for Tosin now, let's say she doesn't have a job, but she has, right? One of our experiences would be that she builds her own portfolio. Do you get it now? So do something. If you are a virtual assistant, do something for a family, for a friend, for a former colleague, for a new colleague, or whatever, and then arrange all of the things, the tasks you've done for them, and put that in your portfolio, and then use it to apply for a job. So after this meeting, I don't want to hear that I don't have an experience. So you have an experience, and you have project that you can prove to people that you can do the work that they want you to do. So yeah, so thank you very much. I think my time is far spent already. I'm sorry for taking your time. I talked